we ended up switching from console to PC. And we want to talk a little bit about that because we played a lot on console, but like I mentioned in the earlier years, we would play on computer as well. And um, so, so we did a little bit of both. But after that, we started focusing more on console, like PlayStation and Xbox and things like that. But just within the past couple years, we transitioned to PC. And so I know me personally, since we're always trying to get better, we heard that, with PC, it was the way to play more competitively and you have access to much more features, bigger library of games, um, and different stores. You're not restricted to like, okay, I'm just gonna see what's on the PlayStation store or the Microsoft store. So, and then so many different things, like even what we're doing now, like we're video calling and we're able to talk,
Yeah, this is wild,
and
man.
and share this on live. And you have those abilities with consoles, even with the PS5, but the possibilities are so much more endless with gaming and everything else you can do on PC.
Definitely makes it feel like we're playing in the same room whenever we're playing any multiplayer game. Brings that joy back. Cause I mean, even as a kid, man, I enjoyed watching you, Rob, and older cousins play solo campaign games like that. Even that wasn't boring. You know what I mean? Like gaming, just all in all, from the old systems all the way to PC, hasn't changed much other than the quality of the game and the graphics and all that stuff. You still get the same joy. And it's interesting seeing how much multiplayer games have changed from GoldenEye all the way to Call of Duty and all that stuff now.
Yeah, definitely. And like even with gaming with PC, like if you're able to get a good PC, you will have better graphics than the PS5. Like you're already way more advanced on the technology. Like PS5 is just getting things like or just got things like solid state drive, which we've already had, way before then. So we're able to load up games faster, and have better graphics. We could play in 4K if we wanted to a long time ago, run multiple things in the background. Hey Melons, thanks for joining in. So yeah, and my brother, my brother was super skeptic about switching from PS5 to PC. I would beg him, like, dude, come on, man, you gotta get off PS4 and you gotta switch over to PC. And he was like, nah, like console
There's
is
no
like
way.
life. Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because looking back at it now, it's a no-brainer. And every person I try to convince to try to go from console to PC, I mean, it's they're just as stubborn as I was. It's a big jump. I mean, as somebody recently, I would have PC for about 2.5 years. I would transfer. I would start transferring from console to PC by maybe start by getting a desk, a monitor, and play PS4 on that. And then slowly, maybe you might buy the desktop or the keyboard or mouse or anything like that. Just start building your inventory slowly, and it'll make the transfer a lot easier. And you'll realize that something you should have done from the beginning.
Yeah, for sure. And I think one of the biggest fears people have too is like they're so used to the joysticks. And I think like playing on keyboard and mouse can be kind of intimidating because you've been used to the joysticks for so long.
Yeah.
But once you get used to playing on keyboard and mouse, man, like your gaming steps up. Like even with your aim, like using the mouse, and you're able to point directly at players' heads, like precisely, versus like the joystick, you got to be moving it around and adjusting. It's a huge step up, especially if you want to get better.
I think that the game that made me want to switch just because of the competitiveness on PC, I think it's Overwatch. Overwatch really made me want to expand my abilities, I guess, with aim. And yeah, man, with a mouse, it really, really helps you be able to focus in on your target.
For sure. And so, PCs are super expensive. They're saying in the chat, I'm on console, but I want to switch to PC, but it does cost a lot of money. We didn't get PCs right off the bat. It took time to get. It was like an investment. Like, all right, today we're gonna get the monitor. It was just things little by little that you build up over time, and you'll, if you really want it, you'll get there. Like, okay, today I'm gonna buy a webcam in time. Like, you don't always have everything. Um, you have like a stock keyboard and mouse and stuff like that, and you upgrade over time, and it's just things that collect, versus buying, spending money on games when they just come out. I know
Yeah.
we're like real big against like buying new games when they first come out because they're super expensive, but yeah, if you're wanting a PC in time, you can get there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like I said, you can get a desk and a monitor and then start using your console for like with that desk and monitor and start just really, really slowly building your inventory and maybe even get a PC that just doesn't have too many specs and just try that out and see how that works for you.
And Chris knows this. I didn't even have a desk when I got a PC first, and then I bought like a foldable, like plastic table, and I was like, man, I was so worried that like the monitor was gonna fall off of it, but I mean, it got the job done, and it was something that helped me get used to um, gaming on PC.